The holiday season is coming to an end in Blackpool. But there's no pot of gold at the end of this rainbow for the town's hotels. All Blackpool is struggling. And that includes the President. Once, the 65-room hotel used to cater for businessmen with fat expense accounts. Now it scrapes by on OAPs and assorted coach parties. The President needs to get its act together if it's to have another term in office. The owner has called an emergency staff meeting for this morning.
The glasses in between the doors, yeah. And that, 'cause she'll look at that. Door frames as well. Yeah.
Duty manager Steff has been at the hotel for 3 years. He handles the day-to-day running of the hotel.
What's happening today is that Mrs Walsh is coming in to have a meeting with us. I haven't got a clue what it's about, but at the moment I'm just running around making sure that everything's spick and span and ready for when, as we put it, the captain comes on board.
And what's Mrs Walsh like?
Tough. She can look round corners without actually moving her head. that's how you can put it. And that's why I'm just making sure now, doing all the final touches, so that I know that everything's right, because at the end of the day it'll come down on my head, and nothing's coming down on my head today.
Right.
All this as well, Andy. Yeah. All right.
On the other side of town, the President's owner is also smartening up. Mrs Walsh is mulling over the important announcement that she's about to make to the staff. Her trusty sidekick Biggles is on edge.
Get the glasses on the tables as soon as, Diana.
Yeah, sure.
Move all this along for me.
Mrs Walsh is due to arrive at any minute.
Paul! Can we get that out of the corner, folks? Cheers.
It's 20 years ago now since I purchased the President Hotel. It was known as the Tara then. It only had 26 bedrooms, and my partner at the time thought it was a good way to make money, and successfully convinced me of that. However, I know a little bit differently now.
And it's because she knows differently now that Mrs Walsh will be delivering an ultimatum to her staff. With only moments to go before her arrival, Steff is called to room 199. He's gobsmacked. Zoe, the head housekeeper, discovered the catastrophe caused by an ignored leak in the room above.
Well, that's just what's happened.
Overseeing maintenance is the responsibility of Steff.
Yeah.
No.
Housekeeping's come and move all this off the bed and move
It's just that somebody gets to
I'll
use
do it. I'll do
the
it.
showers and things like that.
Get it over with. I'm expecting it. No, I was going to be in this morning.
Don't think I'll say anything to her about that room. No chance.
Where are you going, Biddles? I really want you to sit there and be a good boy, because we're nearly at the hotel.
In the upstairs Lincoln bar, under the gaze of America's greatest president, the apprehensive staff are gathered.
Morning, everybody. You all right? Sit there and be a good boy, and you listen to this meeting carefully. Hiya, how are we all doing? You must have noticed over the years, I mean, I've been in Blackpool now 20 years or more, and each and every year the seasons get shorter and shorter. The customers become less and less. To be quite honest with you all, we've got to get the edge over the other hotels, or quite simply, we're not going to make it. I've got an awful lot of money invested into this product, and to be quite honest, if it's not going to be producing, then the hotel's going to have to go. As simple as. I know we like our jobs, we like our customers, we like what we do, but at the end of the day, it's all about what are we taking home at the end of the week. Anybody got a problem with that? Anybody got a problem with earning more money? No. Anybody want a pay rise?
No, pay rises, yeah.
Because if the hotel makes more money, I make more money, you make more money. So would we all not be a little bit happier?
Yeah,
eh?
of course, yeah.
Why can't we have the best show in town right here under our own roof? Yeah? The best restaurant in town? Yeah? The best bedrooms? We've got to keep ahead of the competition, yeah? Have any of you got any ideas?
But Mrs Walsh has an idea. To get the new regime rolling, she decides on an immediate inspection of the hotel with duty manager Steff.
So you can make a note of that, Steff, because that door could do with a payment.
Steff hopes that Mrs Walsh won't want to inspect the bedrooms and discover the hole in his ceiling.
Morning, girl. Are you all right? How's all your customers this morning? How's all your customers this morning? What, have you got blinds down there?
Yes, because last night it was windy and sometimes just fluffy.
Can you make a note of that, Steff, and get somebody on them blinds? Morning, how are you? I'm just coming and checking everything. All your equipment working correctly?
No problem.
I'm just going to make sure your toilets are clean. They're disgusting, them, Steff. I don't want anything at all on these corridors, landings, other than what should be here. And this is thick with dust.
Even Mrs Walsh's son, Andy, cannot hide from his mother.
Andrew? Yeah.
Andy is the hotel's head of marketing.
I mean, this is supposed to be a sales office.
I know, yeah.
It's more of a storeroom than a sales office. What's the matter with these beds? Why are they not in rooms? Why are they in here?
There's a few bits missing off one of the new beds.
Mrs Walsh hopes that Andy, her eldest son, will one day inherit the business. She has always kept a close eye on him.
It's another shirt belonging to whoever.
Do you know what bedroom's empty now?
Mrs Walsh heads up to the bedrooms, and Steff's heart sinks.
That one's touching up, that paintwork there. And can you get some doors open up here for me, Zoe, please? Yeah, just open 210, Zoe. How come you've got net curtains for all these back windows, and every single time that I come and do a room inspection, I find rooms with no curtains? You've got wallpaper sticking up here behind the radiator.
Zoe is on tenterhooks as Mrs Walsh gets nearer and nearer to room 199. Something needs to be done.
Can we get this down on your list?
Yeah.
This gets on my nerves, you know, when there's wires dangling. They can make a neater job of this.
Zoe, try this.
Mrs Walsh is diverted. But before she leaves, Mrs Walsh has one last criticism to make. Of Steff himself.
Steff, I'm really, really not happy with that shirt that you've got on today. White shirt, dearest.
Right. There are some shirts here.
I believe so.
Right.
There you go. What size are you?
Under Mrs Walsh's new regime, it's not just the hotel that needs to smarten up.
Have you got a plain tie?
No.
Right.
Did one come?
Toilets. Toilets. Shirt on. I've just been round the hotel and I'm not happy at all.
Mrs Walsh turns her attention to Steff's boss, Alan, the unflappable general manager.
Because they're going to have to, like, pull the socks up. I mean, they need some direction and some guidance.
Right.
I can tell you're cheesed off, you're raging. Let's play
Is that the better?
It's lovely.
Virgin or white?
Yeah. You're not.
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
Marvellous.
Very smart.
Right, here we go. Round two.
I mean, things are changing so very much now, Alan. The competition is so fierce. And I think that we've got to get ourselves a little bit in front and, you know, we've got to go into battle with the competition and we've got to have that edge. Only one more thing now. I don't want to see all this jewellery on either. Off. Nip to the loo and put some soap on.
So?
Are they coming off?
Yeah, come on. I feel naked.
Take them off. Them two off. Well, just leave that little one on your little finger then. Take that one off the middle. Because you're not married, are you? That's it. You look a little treasure now, doesn't he? Well, so much smarter, Steff. Don't you feel better now like that?
No.
You've got to be able to set the example. You're a duty manager. So if you're not dressed in complete uniform, then, you know, how can we be bollocking the staff?
I would have done if it had been here.
Don't want back chat. No excuses.
The visit is over, but Mrs Walsh has made it clear that she'll be returning the following day. Steff had better sort out room 199. The President is situated on Blackpool's once fashionable North Promenade. But the town's glory days are over. People no longer flock here in the numbers they once did. Long ago, holidaymakers exchanged the lights of Blackpool for sunny Benidorm. The town struggles, and so does the President.
Good morning, New President Hotel. Sandra speaking.
The hotel has 65 ensuite rooms, although with room 199 out of action, it's now down to 64. Head receptionist Sandra juggles the bookings.
Well, I have got a nice sea view room I can allocate from Sunday. And your telephone number is? It's all confidential. All right, love. See ya. Bye-bye.
For the irrepressible Sandra, the night before is often followed by the morning after.
You said you had a hotel last night. Out late.
Proper late. So it was about 4 o'clock. Or I'm lying, it's 5. Shh. I've got me Anna in. I'll cope.
Just along from the Lincoln Bar is the George Washington dining room. But there's nothing American about the English cuisine or the European staff.
The first thing to do is put all the small jugs of milk on the tables,
the menus, some plates with the doilies, okay, like them, for example. Sorry, what is doilies?
Doilies?
Side plates.
Side plates? It's here.
Oh, lovely. See? Okay. Bread and butter on
the
side plates.
The nightclub is named after another American president. At Kennedy's, the hotel brochure boasts, New York pizzazz is brought exclusively to Blackpool's North Shore. Steff, the long-suffering duty manager, is also head of entertainments and serves as the nightclub's DJ. But occasionally, Steff is also the dazzling Miss Stephanie Sparkles.
I'd love to be famous, Stephanie Sparkles. I love it. I like the buzz and I like the control, because I can get away with doing a lot more as Stephanie Sparkles than what I can as myself.
At the heart of the hotel, in his backroom HQ, sits Alan, the general manager.
It's nice to keep abreast of new concepts. No reason to not look at new systems of management or new theories of management. I'm all for any help I can get.
Alan will have to come up with some good ideas fast if he is to satisfy his impatient boss.
I mean, the saying is Rome wasn't built in a day, and of course you always want things done quicker than is possible. You're always in a hurry. You're always looking for improvement. Sometimes you get really fed up and you think to yourself, you know, why am I doing this?
If Mrs Walsh carries on thinking about this much longer, the president will be history. The following day is the last big weekend of the season, and 2 coach parties have booked with the president. The first to check in have come to Blackpool to play the town's game of games, bingo.
You're in room 320. All right. Yeah, it's a nice double single.
Keen to redeem himself after yesterday's fiasco, Steff is first off the block with an idea to improve customer satisfaction.
Yeah, I'm going to do bingo tonight in the nightclub and have a game.
Because of these people?
Because of these, yeah, they're all bingo players, so we'll give them a game of bingo.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
And you should charge them, you know, charge them some money for the tickets.
What, charge for the tickets?
Yeah.
I suppose I could, and then I could get some crazy prizes with the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
So you're going to run it past Alan?
Yeah, I'm going to see what he says. Yeah, I think it's a good idea with all these lot being here.
Hello.
But Steff has never called bingo before.
Yeah.
Bingo. Because they're all bingo fanatics.
Right.
How about making their holiday special is to do a bingo evening tomorrow night?
Are you okay to do that? Have you learnt all the bingo phrases and?
No, but it's a challenge. I can do it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Really
sure.
Be it on your head. Go for it then, if you're sure you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't finish evening again till 7.
Steff manages to convince the coach party's organiser to let him have a go.
Right. Bingo about 8.
Well, you organise a time, that's fine, and I'll let them know.
All right, then.
But I need to know by around about tomorrow morning, so I can actually let them know
tonight.
so they don't go off and plan what else they're doing.
I'll let you know. Got
Brilliant.
Cabra on every night as well, Olivia.
Every night as well?
You're not
Brilliant.
bingo callers, are you? Bingo
I am.
players. Are you a bingo caller?
I'm a bingo caller, yeah.
Oh, so
Do you know the numbers 1 to 90?
I do, yes.
Do you?
Do you actually mean the actual
What you say,
terms?
the lingo?
We're not allowed to do that anymore.
why?
Politically incorrect.
Ah, well, you don't say 2 fat ladies anymore,
No.
you say 2 pleasantly plump.
It would just be all the 2s now, 22 or 1 and 7, 17, that's it.
2 little ducks, is that politically correct?
They just won't allow us to do it anymore.
It dawns on Steff that there's more to bingo calling than meets the eye. Alan, the unflappable general manager, has also had an idea to help the hotel. Following Steff's dressing down by Mrs Walsh, he's decided that all the staff need smartening up.
I think for the management, if we go for the morning suit and white shirt and tie.
I mean, they're quite smart, aren't they?
Yeah, they are quite smart, but I think we need to be a bit more professionally dressed. Let's go more the traditional hotel route.
Yeah.
So morning suits for management.
What, and the three of us wear the same?
Certainly, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not so much the smartness, it's the non-trendy, you know, the functional corporate hotel.
So you're a bit older than me, Alan.
We've got to have none of these trendy knots on the ties, you know, Windsor knot, corridor knot. Insist on it.
It's aimed at me, that isn't it, Alan?
But seriously, I think, you know, in the light of spending so much money and smartening everybody up, you know, details like the way you knot your tie really does show, doesn't it?
Alan and Andy head into town to pick up the uniforms.
So what do we need now altogether?
2 waistcoats,
2 silver ties,
2 pairs of trousers,
and the girls are getting
2 pairs of clothes, your trousers, and Steff's jacket.
Yeah, that's it.
It's all about image.
Hey, you're funny there with Alan, aren't you, Alan?
It's commonly believed that uniforms can do wonders for staff morale.
I don't like the black buttons. I'd rather have brass. Show better.
By mogli coś innego wymyślić fajniejszego, nie? Jakieś krawaty albo boty, ale nie gumki. No, co że jest? Muszą być, to jest męskie. W sumie to chyba nie takim facetem, ale... A w Blackpool wszystko jest możliwe. No, w sumie tak.
It's time for Andy to tie the Windsor knot insisted on by his manager.
You lost my concentration then.
The second coach arrives with a party of senior citizens.
You're in the swing room? Yeah.
Sandra reassures them that access to their 4th floor rooms won't be a problem.
You've got a lovely sea view room on the 4th floor. There is a lift there towards the old floor. Yeah, floor old floor.
We've got the lift but no light.
The light in the lift has just failed. The OAPs are stranded.
There's no light on the lift.
Well, I've told them twice, so they're going to find out at the reception. I've been just put to the reception the second.
Steff, as the long-suffering duty manager, needs to find the hotel's maintenance man as soon as possible. He still has Mrs Walsh's words ringing in his ears.
You've got to be able to set the example. You're a duty manager. Set the example. Set the example. Set the example.
Rather peculiar, would you say?
Steff can't find the maintenance man anywhere. Andy stalls the customers.
If you don't like to take a seat through here until I get the light fixed, then I'll bring you some tea and coffee down for you all. Is that all right? Right. I'll see if I can find some biscuits there for you as well.
Oh, chocolate. Who's going to read the good day?
At last, someone discovers the whereabouts of maintenance man John.
John's took the key, he's gone to the thistle. Alan's gone to get John and the key. So it'll be done in the next 10 minutes.
Right, OK. All right. I've got some milk and sugar coming down now, OK?
Only a day after Mrs Walsh's ultimatum to the staff, this is the sort of fiasco that she will no longer tolerate. 3 pots of tea and 61 custard creams later, the maintenance man has arrived. he needs some help.
So when's the electrician coming?
He'll be here in about 10 minutes.
Despite the hotel's best efforts, this is a delay too far.
They're all disappearing. Where are they going?
Some of them have took the stairs with great difficulty.
Then someone comes up with a simple solution. A torch.
Can you... First and second. Are you in? Can I close the door?
Yeah.
The last resilient few discuss an earlier, happier Blackpool.
It's changed so much.
Yes, it used to be about a
Doesn't
shilling to
seem-
go in the tower.
It doesn't seem the same at all.
No, it doesn't.
It seems grubby and...
It does.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, it's
What floor is it?
4. 4.
It's 8 p.m. and Steff tells the guests what's on tonight and does a quick plug for his bingo night.
Tonight we've got cabaret on at 9 o'clock. It's called Pretz.
Yeah.
He sings all the songs from the shows and everything.
Yeah, lovely.
Tomorrow night we're doing a special session of bingo. There's cheap drinks from 8 till 10. So if you can get in before 10.
Happy 2 hours.
I'm calling bingo.
Oh, lovely.
Whereabouts?
Thank you.
That's downstairs. But there's a leaflet there explaining what's going on.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right?
Thank
And I'll
you.
see you later on.
Yeah.
All right?
Thank you. Bye.
Tomorrow night we've got a special game of bingo.
Oh yes, we've heard about that and we're going to come. Now you're going to be cheeky all the twos and all the
Oh, yes.
You've got it all that?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, Pat, thank you very much. Happy hour, 8 till 10. So you can put your short skirts on and get your legs cocked up. There you go.
So how are you feeling?
I'm really nervous, but hopefully they seem really nice people, so I'm not going to let them down. Fingers crossed.
Mrs Walsh turns up at the hotel later that evening. Unfortunately for Steff, someone's been telling tales. She now knows that there's a problem with room 199. And what's worse, that Steff has done nothing about it.
Oh my God. I'm not happy with you at all. This is an absolute bloody nightmare.
When the history of the president comes to be written, the day Mrs Walsh lost her temper with Steff will have a chapter all its own.